When caring for orphaned neonatal babies, there are a few supplies you should always keep on hand. This includes cotton balls for stimulating the puppies so that they can go to the bathroom, baby wipes for general cleanliness. It's always important to keep unscented baby wipes because they don't have any perfumes in them that could be harmful to the puppies. Vaseline for if the puppy becomes constipated, and keep Pedialyte around just in case a puppy becomes dehydrated. Unflavored Pedialyte without any sugar in it can be really helpful when needing to rehydrate a puppy in an emergency situation. You always want to make sure you have it on hand so you don't need it at a time when you don't have it. At the pet store, you can find bottles and formula. You will find small bottles that are made specifically for puppies. The nipple on the bottle will not be pierced. You will need to pierce the nipple yourself. You can cut it with a razor blade, or as is indicated on the packaging, you can use a hot needle to pierce the nipple of the bottle. You'll want to make it large enough that the puppy can suck a drop, but there shouldn't be a flow when the bottle is held upside down. You'll also find formula at the pet store. You should never use any sort of regular dairy products when feeding a neonatal puppy. You can get specific formula that is used for feeding them. Giving them milk or other dairy products can be very damaging to their digestive systems. Making the formula is very easy. The directions are on the outside of the container. It's generally a 2-to-1 ratio, 2 scoops of formula to 1 scoop of water. You can use the measuring instrument that's provided inside the container. You want to make sure to heat the formula once you've mixed it so that it's warm enough that the puppy feels like it's like their mother's milk, but you don't want it to be warm enough to scald them. The easiest way to test for this is to drop the milk onto your forearm. If it's warm but not hot enough to be uncomfortable for you, it'll be fine. Make sure to follow the directions on the amount of food that you give to the puppy that is provided on the back of the instructions for the formula. A typical dosing is 2 tablespoons of formula per 24 hours per 4 ounces of puppy. When feeding the puppy, sometimes the puppies have a harder time with the idea of the bottle, so you need to place the nipple inside their mouth and encourage them to suck on it. The easiest way to do that is by gently squeezing the bottle, not enough that you squirt the bottle, but enough that a small drop will go into the mouth. Sometimes the puppies will resist this, but as soon as you get the nipple of the bottle into the puppy's mouth, they should understand exactly what's going on and react to it. You never want to put enough milk into the puppy's mouth that it regurgitates it or that the milk bubbles up from its nose. That means too much milk has gone into the puppy and you run the risk of getting milk into its lungs. On occasion, a greedy puppy will suck too hard on the milk and a little bit of milk will bubble out of its nose. Stop the feeding, make sure to wipe its little nose, allow it to sneeze or clear the milk from its system. You can give it your finger to suck on as long as your hand is clean, and that will clear the nasal passage of any milk, and then you can continue the feeding. In a natural environment, the mother would be stimulating her puppies in order to make them pee and go to the bathroom. Because the mother is not present, this responsibility is now yours. You can use a soft cotton ball to stimulate the puppy so that it will pee. You should do this before or after feeding them, sometimes both. The puppy will immediately go to the bathroom if it needs to go to the bathroom. Peeing is a very, very simple thing for the puppy to do, but it needs you to stimulate it to understand to go. It's essential that while the puppy is in the early stages that you keep them warm, clean, and so you should always keep a heating pad and lots of clean blankets on hand. Typically, the puppies shouldn't be soiling the blankets because they'll need to be stimulated to go to the bathroom, so they won't be going to the bathroom at their own at this point. But you still want to keep the blankets clean and regularly changing them and washing them and putting new fresh ones in on a regular basis. The most important thing is to keep your puppy warm, well-fed, and clean. Keep your puppy in a secure, safe place where it's safe from other household pets that may disturb it. Keep it in a warm, safe, clean environment. A heating pad is very helpful at this time. You can put a heating pad on a low setting in the bedding, and the puppy will find it very comforting and want to snuggle up to it. Make sure that there's plenty of soft, clean, warm bedding for the puppy, and it should grow up healthy and happy and strong.